Hey, welcome back, fellow YouTubers. Today we're going over ESPN Turning Point Week 6, Patriots versus the Jets. What I find interesting about this TV show, this is basically the NFL justifying their rigging, justifying their controversial calls is what they call them. They introduced the challenge rule. I'm not really sure how long ago that came into the NFL. But it seems like that has been used more against teams than for teams. It seems to be that it was implemented to keep the rigging going. This is a way that the refs can control the game. Now let's just watch this, and you tell me what you think.
Mike, that's not a catch. I'm trying to reach over the goal line.
Since the advent of instant replay, there have been 3 memorable plays that have sparked controversy amongst all who saw them.
It's on the ground, covered by the Raiders.
Tom Brady's fumble in 2001, Calvin Johnson's touchdown in 2010, and Des Bryant's catch in 2014 were all overturned thanks to a strict interpretation of the rules.
Whenever they go to a replay, you always hope for the best. And, obviously, it didn't turn out that way.
I'll go to my grave thinking it was a fumble.
You can argue that shouldn't be the rule, but it is.
There is one thing that all of those plays have in common. At least the ball hit the ground. The Patriots were on the positive side of a controversial call in 2001 and again on Sunday.
Jets down by 10, desperately needs 7 here. McCown in the shotgun, looks left, caught by Safarian Jenkins. He's reaching for the pylon. It looks like he's in. That's a Jet touchdown. And the Jets are a point after away from getting back within 3.
That was an interesting play. You know, when Malcolm came off the field, first thing he told me was the ball was out.
They're arguing it too. Wait a minute. They gotta take a look at this.
Though ruled as a touchdown, the replay evidence has to be indisputable.
The league has evolved away from the term indisputable and replaced it with clear and obvious.
How could you possibly look at that replay and say that that's a fumble?
I would think it's a touchdown. It's not enough evidence to overturn it.
After review, the New York Jets runner lost control of the football as he was going to the ground. Therefore, a fumble into the end zone results in a touchdown. It'll be Raiders ball, first down at the 20-yard line.
The result of the review is the Jets just lost the football.
That's one of the strangest decisions on a call like that I've ever seen.
Jermaine called it a BS call. Do you agree with that?
Definitely.
There's no question. I mean, I think the whole stadium felt it was wrong.
You know, that's not on Parenti. Those replays are being looked at on Park Avenue, and they're telling him what the call is.
We see here, again, the ball is loose. Does he maintain control of football as he makes contact with the ground and out of bounds? And he does not. The ball is moving. He does not maintain control of the football.
No doubt about it. It was clear and obvious. Unless it's clear and obvious to us, we will not change the ruling on the field. And this definitely met that criteria.
For many fans, the play would not be clear and obvious.
Ultimately, I would say, if it has to be clear and obvious, it just didn't seem to me that it was.
It didn't seem clear and obvious to change the call on the field. Either way they ruled.
It was a little hard to understand at first. I think it'll still be, hard to understand a couple weeks from now.
You got a runner that's fighting to get over a goal line, making a physical play. This is one of the massive problems with this league and the way it's officiated. I'm sorry, I got to call it like it is. To me, that's a touchdown.
This is something that has been brought forward to the competition committee. We had a similar play a couple of weeks ago with Todd Gurley out in LA. The same thing. Fumble through the end zone, we brought the ball back.
I mean, the thing about the Gurley play last week, you can see that he's reaching out with his hand. The ball came out of his hand before he got there. This particular play, how can you see really where he lost the ball relative to the goal line?
What Riveron could have used for comparison instead of the Gurley fumble was a Robert Griffin run in 2014, which was originally called a touchdown, but then reversed after Jeff Triplett ruled that Griffin had lost possession at the goal line.
I just don't understand, if the ball passes the plane and you have control of the ball, and it's a touchdown in every game that I've ever seen, but they decided that it wasn't today.
3 years have passed, and the rule still remains hard to follow.
I feel like I scored, but at the end of the day, that's what the ref called. I'm going with what the ref said. They make the call.
The Patriots would get the ball 2 more times after the fumble and fail to get a first down. The Jets were able to kick a field goal, but their last chance effort to tie the game fell short.
The Patriots will hold on. Austin Seferian-Jenkins thought he brought the Jets to within 3 with a touchdown. The officials disagreed. Now, who's to say what would have happened after that, but it changes the whole complexion of the game.
Just the strangest decision with no real visual evidence that it was not a touchdown.
I got to do a better job of having ball security so it doesn't happen again. And it's that simple. If I catch the ball and I run through both of them, and I stand up and I don't fumble or anything like that, then that's what it is. I didn't feel like I fumbled, but it is what it is. Like, I can't control that. I got a game next week. This game's over with. They played well, made 2 more plays than us to win.